On July 23, 1947, the state of Illinois enacted the hospital law, which provided the requirements a community could follow in setting up a hospital authority. On February 24, 1948, the proposition of creating a hospital authority for Wabash County was put to a vote. With a majority of 16-1, or 3,800 to 233, in favor of passage, the initial setup of the program was underway. The vote was the largest cast in a special election. Then a hard blow was dealt the entire program when the Supreme Court ruled the state law as invalid. The matter came up for vote once more on December 7, 1948. With a majority of nearly 7-1, people of the community in favor of the bond issue for the endorsement of the hospital program. Bonds went on sale January 4, 1949. The firm of G.H. Walker Company and Associates of St. Louis purchased the bonds. In the early beginning, a 5-man board composed of R.C. Hardy, H.A. Fox, Irwin Seller, Frank Wolf, and Roy D. Short directed the operations. Mary B. Carson made the first cash donation of $600 to finance the organization at the start. In 1949, Miss Wilma M. Cooper of Chicago was appointed as the first administrator of Wabash General Hospital. Construction began on the 4-story hospital with a working capacity of 58 beds with a maximum of 68 beds on August 16, 1949. The 6-acre tract for the site of the hospital was purchased by Mr. and Miss Clint Corder and was turned over to the county. The tract was originally owned by Sarah and Mabel Jaques. Upon acquiring the land, the matter of the oil royalties had to be cleared up. Purchase of the one producing well and royalties were obtained from Francis Beard for $3,500. The bonds, which were sold on January 4, 1949, made another interesting point. The county had not issued any bonds for a similar purpose since the year of 1881. The Snyder Construction Company worked on this project. The cost of a patient in a hospital per day in 1950 was figured just $12 per day, and government patients are allowed only $9.03 per day. And the state of Indiana flatly refused to take Illinois people because of this reason, if they were financed by a government department from Illinois. In 1950, the Women's Auxiliary organized several hundred hands to help get the hospital open. The auxiliary met on Fridays in the high school sewing room to make surgeons' masks, hot water bottle covers, and other needed accessories. They also were the partners with the civic leaders to raise $350,000 in a bond issue to meet the local share in the cost of the building and its equipment. The state and federal governments provided 1/3 each of the total as well. When the hospital went into operation, the auxiliary members provided library and hostess services and anything to make patients more comfortable. The hospital's foundation was established primarily to keep the hospital out of politics. It has been proven by every hospital that their patient income is not sufficient for their expenditures. The board has learned from other institutions, and since they know there will not be a sufficient amount of money, they organized this foundation in order to have an endowment fund that will give our hospital the assurance that it will always be able to continue to serve our public. On June 3, 1951, thousands gathered to witness the dedication of Wabash General Hospital in Jaques Grove. The brand new hospital featured 52 beds and 18 bassinets, in addition to a full range of medical departments. It cost the federal and state governments and the local taxpayers a total of $944,000. A few fun facts when the hospital opened: $2 would give treatment to a child in the emergency room. $5 would purchase a surgical instrument. $10 would provide a day of hospital care for a sick child. $1,000 would provide an automatic machine for diabetes detection and diagnosis. $2,400 would provide a staff nurse for one whole year. And $5,500 would purchase a spot chest x-ray. It did not take long after the 4-story hospital opened for the first baby to be born on June 22nd of 1951. The baby girl was born to Mr. and Mrs. John Frederick Saylor at 8:30 p.m. In July of 1953, a total of 139 patients were admitted during the month, exclusive of newborns, and the charges for rooms, drugs, and services amounted to $23,013. A total of 219 bed patients were treated during the month. Total cash was collected at $17,037. The operating expense for July was $21,771. Salaries were $14,548. Costs of supplies and maintenance ran $6,204, and the cost of x-rays and labs were $1,019. Also that July, the maternity floor was the busiest in history, with 41 new babies. The surgical rooms were less busy than usual this month, with 42 cases performed. The hospital usually averaged around 50 cases of surgery per month. On July 6, 1951, the hospital received notice that had been awarded full accreditation by the Joint Commission on Accreditation of Hospitals. That year, only 8 hospitals in southern Illinois were recognized with accreditation. In 1956, air conditioning came to a considerable portion of Wabash General Hospital. Thanks to 30 generous supporters of the hospital, $3,700 was used to purchase 20 window units. While some large city hospitals at the time charged as much as $5 extra per day, Wabash General Hospital only charged 50 cents per day to recover the expense of electricity since the equipment was donated. In October of 1957, residents of Wabash County gave strong approval for switching from a county-operated hospital to the hospital district plan. The county voted 989 for the change and 318 against the change. On October 8th, County Judge Eugene H. White appointed Frank Wolf, Ronald DeMarco, Miss Beulah Seitz, W.E. Brubeck, Carol Risley, Harley Smith, Mark Madden, Fred Horn, and George Barnes to the 9-member Hospital District Board. In 1963, the hospital was able to purchase a 1955 Ford pickup truck purchased through government surplus for $50 to be able to pick up government surplus items in Springfield, Illinois. In May of 1964, the hospital employed 115 people. Various renovations and improvements were made to Wabash General Hospital, including the renovation of the dietary department in 1965, an intensive coronary care recovery room in 1971, roof replacement, cafeteria redecoration, and repairing of the building's exterior in 1962. Ancillary building attached to the hospital was opened June 8, 1975 to house the radiology, lab, admitting, and emergency room departments. There were also 2 doctors' offices in this facility. In 1979, WGH was faced with life safety codes and state building requirements that could not be met. The administrator and the board of directors investigated the option of renovation of the then current building structure. It was discovered that renovation would approach 75% of the cost of a new structure. In February 1980, the board began for a new 38,000 square foot, 1-story facility. A variety of grants, loans, and donations funded this project. Groundbreaking for the new facility was August 22, 1982. Formal dedication of the new Wabash General Hospital occurred on October 16, 1983. The hospital auxiliary was very instrumental in the success of the new structure by raising $85,000 to equip the new 64-bed facility. In addition to the new facility, the WGH Home Health Agency was created in 1981. In November of 1987, Alliant Management Services of Louisville, Kentucky was contracted to manage WGH. On March 19th of 1999, the hospital broke ground on a $4.5 million renovation project. This project moved outpatient services to the front of the building, consolidated departments that were spread through the hospital, and provided for more efficient services for patients and visitors. There were approximately 8,000 square feet of new construction and 18,000 square feet of renovation completed. The ribbon cutting ceremony was held on May 10th of 2000. On June 12th of 2002, Wabash General Hospital ambulance service upgraded to paramedic status. In mid-2003, Wabash General Hospital became designated as a critical access hospital. One of the first students that WGH offered scholarships through medical school was Mount Carmel native Joko Fulop. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Joko Fulop returned to WGH in 2005 and enabled the hospital to start up an orthopedic surgery department on Jaquest Street. WGH added the stand-alone convenient care after-hours clinic in 2007 in the multi-specialty clinic area. In 2007, WGH partnered with 3 other area hospitals to provide a mobile mammography service. In July of 2011, a new medical office building was opened across the street from the main hospital building. This new construction was needed to house the growing orthopedic surgery and sports medicine department. In addition, the Rehabilitation Services Department is located in this facility. In late 2016, WGH received designation as an acute stroke-ready hospital from the Illinois Department of Public Health. Today, Wabash General Hospital continues to grow and expand. It employs around 415 people, has 5 primary care offices, 6 orthopedic and sports medicine locations, and athletic trainers in 9 high schools and junior colleges. We offer cardiology, general surgery, gynecology, a hearing clinic, oncology and hematology, orthopedic and sports medicine, pain clinic, primary care, podiatry, pulmonary medicine, and sleep study. WGH strives to provide high-quality, cost-effective health care to enhance the quality of life for Wabash County and surrounding communities. We are proud of the many awards that recognize our efforts to be the best. We are most proud of the personalized experience we offer. Our People You Know, Helping People You Love motto is our focus and dedication to make sure you receive personalized health care with loving, compassionate staff to serve you and your loved ones. If you would like to make an impact on your community and the surrounding area for years to come, please contact the Wabash General Hospital Foundation.